Haven't paid for an bus ticket for the past 4 years. So I live in a pretty big city with about 2 million people and we an amazing public transport system. Expect for the pricing. A few years ago it was about $2 for a ticket that you could use on any bus, train or boat in my city, but every year they increase the costs for a ticket. Now it's $3.60. Now if I have to get from and to work every day that's about $7, and well that's just out of my budget, so for the past 4 years I've been illegally trespassing the vehicles. Now let me tell you about how all of the vehicles work. The trains are the easiest to get into for free as you just have to jump over the half door or wall behind someone paying. Now the buses are a bit more complicated. Here you have to use social engineering by telling the bus driver you either forgot your wallet or don't have enough money and really need to get home. Or you could use the doors at the end of the bus, but the driver will almost always ask you to leave and this is very shamed upon. And the boats are almost impossible to get into without paying as there are always guys at the entrance checking for tickets. Now I'm not the only one illegally getting onto the public transport vehicles, there's a lot of people doing it. Recently I've been just walking to work but this takes about an hour and I hate riding a bike so that's not an option. I've been faking being from UK for 6 years and it's gone way too far. I'm using a throwaway account because I don't want my friends to find my main account. In 6th grade, my family and I moved to another state because of a new job that my mother had gotten. This was the first time in my life where I would be the new kid, so I wanted to spice it up a little. When I started school the next week and had to introduce myself to the class, I decided to lie and say that I was a transfer student from the UK. I had the British accent and everything. Everybody was interested in being my friend since I was British, and they asked me a lot about how school and life was in the UK. Instead of just giving up the joke then and there, I went home and researched a bunch about the UK and came back the next day and explained everything I had researched. And people actually believed me. My plan was to pull out of the joke after a few days, but eventually I got too far in to actually stop. I sometimes ordered British snacks from online stores and brought them to school for my friends to try. My friends also gave me American snacks and I had to pretend that I had never tried them before. I'm in 11th grade now and all my friends and peers from that school still actually think I'm British. I know this isn't as horrible as the other confessions on here, but I'm feeling really guilty about lying about this for so long and need to get this off my chest. As soon as I get home I switch back to my normal voice, but sometimes, I even have trouble switching back to my regular voice because of how much I use the British accent. I don't know what to do because I even lied and told my friends that I'm going back to the UK for summer vacation and they told me to send pics of my family down there when I go. I honestly don't know what to do at this point. I feel bad for lying this long but I feel like it's been too long to pull out of this. I don't know. Just needed to get this off my chest and maybe some advice.